It's waterproof, so I mean water, it'll wash off. So today is a centering class, and for you all here, and then I'll show you at all those at home. The key is that we want to try to find our center. So if you see from this picture, let's say our energy field looks like this. It's jagged on one side. I'm not in the center. It's bulged on this side. I'm dysfunctional. So what I want to try to do is get my energy field that I'm perfectly centered in my energy field. I'll show you at home. Wait, this is heavy. All right, so at home, the energy field can't be jagged on one side and having me off to the center. My energy field is like from here to here. I want to be in the middle and smooth all the way around. So in this time period of unrest in the world, our bodies are unrested also. We want, you start in the center, you start with yourself and balance yourself all out. So we'll do the exercises. They're designed to get our smooth edges around our energy field, flexible and meldable sides, that they're not brittle or permeous, just all around energy field around us in the middle and smooth and balanced. So we will work on being totally balanced and in the right spot. Okay? Now, it might not take one day. This is something that you work on over time, but you have to start here, start in the center of you. Then it goes on to fixing the world. No, those are saying we all do it at the same time. We can fix the whole world, but that's far-fetched. But we have to start with ourselves.
That'd be very good today.
So we'll start with getting limber. All right, I want you to just back up a little, just a little bit. That's good, because I don't want lots of space. Good. Getting the energies, and I purposely have music going. I don't know if you can hear it at home.
Yeah. Oh, at home.
I know you can.
I jumped in.
Go the other way. As because there will be some time periods that are really trying to tune in. And the music, this type of quiet music helps in this version of exercise. Okay, elbows. Actually, we should have our feet apart. I had them together. Go back the other way. You can pay at the end, don't worry. We trust you. I'm going to get you involved in the classes. Shoulder. Now, if you have a sore shoulder, just go up to one height and around. If you can go all the way around, go all the way around. And turn around, look where your hand is going. Go back the other way. Switch arms. Full motion if you can. If you only go halfway, mentally go all the way up and around, even if your arm goes sideways. Your mind goes all the way around. You go forward. In competition with the construction outside. Okay, and our hips, wide stance and really wide motion. Go back the other way. Now bringing the feet together and the knees. Back the other way. And the toe and ankle. Nice, good rotation. Reverse. Switch, good. Reverse. Now with your head going forward and just pressure down, stretching the back of the neck. No bobbing, just stretch forward. And stretch back. Stretch forward. Stretch back. And go to ear to shoulder. One side, really feel the stretching on the side. You go the other way. See how far down you can put your ear. And the first way again. Back again. Whirling. Fingers open. Getting a good twist in the waist. Keep the feet going forward. Twist. Slowly rise. Slowly raise the arms. Above the head like a helicopter. Down. Bring our hands onto the lower dantian and we'll just take a survey. Try to be nice and centered. Feet shoulder widths apart. Just breathing in through the nose. Follow the energy all the way down to the lower dantian. Stomach goes out. Breathing out. Stomach goes in. Follow the oxygen out the nose. Both energy and oxygen are following each other right now. And out. Feel the heat in your lower diaphragm and your belly warm up. Now not just the belly opening up. Feel that the whole body expands as you breathe in, and the whole body contracts as you breathe out. So breathing in, even your toes swell. Breathing out, you sink slightly, and all the energy leaves with the oxygen. Breathe in, rise and expand. Breathe out, sink and contract. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You breathe in, you stand up taller. Breathing out, just a slight sinking in the knees and shrinking down. Now rub our hands together, get it nice and warm. Feel this energy ball in our hands. As they breathe in, the ball expands. Breathe out, it shrinks. You're not even moving your arms, the energy pushes your hands away. Breathing in, it pushes away. Breathe out, contracts. Breathing in, fills up the ball. Breathing out, it shrinks. Feel it in our hands. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now when I breathe in, I want to push my hands away. Look to one side, look to the other side. Breathe out, push it away. Shrink and contract. Express the energy out. Breathing in, fill up the balloon, and now this balloon is all the way out to the extremes. Look to the new side, to the other side. Breathe out, there's like a cocoon around you, it collapses around. Breathing in, it expands to one side, up to the other. Breathe out, it collapses. Breathe in, you're pushing the envelope further and further away. I'm in the center where my right hand is and my left hand is. And breathe out, the walls collapse, fold around you. Breathe in. To one side, to the other. Breathe out, and it collapses. So not only am I finding my center, breathing in, but by moving the walls in and out, it softens them. They were brittle. Now I'm like massaging them so that they'd be softer. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to get rid of that brittleness. One more time with the new side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now take our ball one hand on top of the other. And we're going to go up and down and keep the same hand going up. So as I breathe in, one hand goes down, one goes up. Breathe out, keep the same hand on top. Breathe in, same hand goes up, but look down, look up. Breathe out, shrink. Now this energy field is to the ground and to the sky. Breathe in, and I'm smoothing this out. Getting myself in the middle of the heaven and the earth. And smoothing out and getting rid of the brittleness. But maybe it was too soft. I'm strengthening it also. Whatever fixing is needed, I'm working on that element, on that need. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, the same hand going up, same hand going down. Breathe out. It collapses. I feel it come down closer and closer. Now, twirl the ball around with the new hand on top. And we breathe in, look down, look up. Breathe in. Now breathe out as it collapses. Breathe in, expand the space. Breathe out. Let it all out. Breathe in, fill it up. As I breathe out, feel the energy in your hands between your palms. Feel it. What's it feel like? Heavy, soft, sticky? There's no right answer on that one. Just what do you feel? Breathe out. Breathe in, push to the ground, look to the ground, look to the sky. Breathe out. As you breathe in, feel it hit your toes. Feel it in your top hand. Breathe out, it collapses. Feel it around your body like a package. One more time. Finding our center. Breathe in. Breathing out. Now we bring our hands, fingers pointing straight up. We did our sides and up and down. Now we're going to go to one side. So in this room, go to your right side. And as I go to my right side, keeping my feet straight and center, look behind, breathe in, look forward, breathe out, and collapse and come front and center. And keep going the same direction. Breathe in, filling up the space, forward, breathe out. From front and center. So don't move your arms, but take your hands and hold them like this and make a little twist and retwist. Okay, you don't have to move your arms out if it hurts, but make the twist and mentally push to your side. Okay? Push it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Twist and come front and center. Breathe in, fill up the space behind you, look behind, look in front, twist, come front and center. Breathe in as we twist, look behind, same side, we're working on one side at a time. Look forward, breathe out, and it shrinks around you. Do 2 more times the same side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, twisting the same side. Breathe out. Breathe in, sorry. Breathe out as we come front and center. I just want to make one quick note. Normally, our exercises, when I push my hands away, I breathe out. And when I bring my hands in, I breathe in. That's the normal pattern. We're going the opposite because we're trying to fill up a big balloon that's around us, above us, in front of us. So in order to fill that space, even though my arms are going away, I'm breathing in. I'm doing the opposite. You want to share?
Just a chest. Down.
So it's not that we're making a mistake, we're doing a different type of exercise. I just want to mention that so that we find the pattern. Tired or dizzy?
A little dizzy, but it's okay.
All right, so breathe, don't breathe as extreme, it'll be fine. All right, now we're going to the new side. Breathing in, as I look behind. Forward, breathe out, front and center. Breathe in, look behind. Breathe out, front and center. And breathing in, filling up the space. And feel it around, wrap the energy envelope, collapses around. Breathing in, filling up the space, smoothing out behind and in front. Breathe out. That movement in and out softens the shell. One more time on this side. In. And out. And relax. Now getting very balanced, feet shoulder width apart. Toes, we want to try to keep our toes perfectly straight. If I look down and all of a sudden I'm seeing my toes pointed out or pointed in, correct yourself. Use lines on the floor to keep your feet in a straight line, because we want to balance ourselves but also align all the bones in the right direction so that the flow doesn't have any obstructions. Now as I breathe in, I'm bringing energy up through the back side, just inside the skin, up and over the top of my head, and breathe out. It comes right down the front, past the nose, throat, down, right wherever my hand is, that's where this energy ball is flowing, just under the skin. As I breathe in, it comes up behind me. It always is at the level of my hand. Breathing out, it's down the front. comes up between the legs and breathing in up the back side, palms facing up. Very like I have a plate on my hand. Breathe out, palms facing down. Breathing in, following this, the very thin line right up the spine, just under the skin. Breathing out, down through third eye, the nose, the lips, the throat, the chest. Wherever my hand is, that's where the energy line is. In a thin pencil line around the body. Breathe out. Breathing in and see what the muscles are doing on your back. As I raise my arms, each muscle changes. Each vertebrae gets a little massage as it goes up. I'm coming down. The pattern of the muscles change. Exactly where my hands are. And one last time in this direction. And breathing out. Now I want to change the direction. So as I breathe in, it's coming up the front, right where my hands are, up and over the top of my head. Breathe out, comes over the head, neck, shoulders, level with my hands. Up between my legs and up again. Lower dantian, center dantian area, upper dantian area. Up and over the top of my head. And breathe out. Breathe out. I'm balancing my yin and my yang. I'm balancing my fire and water elements. Coming up fire path, down the water path. Balancing out all of this, creating balance in my life. One more time. Breathing in, up front. And breathing out, down the back. Now, creating a balance of the body. This will be very helpful for your own balance and walking. We have a circle around us, the belt meridian. Energy coming from our palms are facing us. And I want to keep consistent with my breathing pattern. So I'm going to start in this direction, breathing in. And then go back, breathe out. And like a top. In. If it keeps spinning, it keeps standing. As soon as it stops spinning, breathe out, go back the other way. It'll fall down. So I'm creating my own human brittle top, spinning top. Breathe in. Breathe out. And I'm starting this energy motion. And it will keep going even when I stop if I give it the right amount of direction Breathe in. Breathe out. It's like a sash around my center. Breathe in. Hands always towards me. And here even touch your fingers together. Have your palms in a little, kind of a little ball shape, arch shape. With the fingers touching so the energy gets projected towards the sash that's around you. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathing out. Now I'm breathing in, and I'm going to stop as I get to the extreme, as I'm breathing in. And I'm going to stop here and breathe out without moving. Breathe out. Now breathe in the new direction. And breathe out. So I'm just making the same motion, but my breathing pattern has changed. Breathing in. And I feel this energy pattern around me like a breathing in. Like a could just be a hula hoop, it could be a whole donut around you. Like a balloon from the sea. Energy. Visualize this sash belt inner tube around you that is spinning. And then afterwards, when I'm walking, it continues to spin, and I have that much more balance. Breathing in. And also, one other element, if there's something around me that's spinning, if I get a projectile coming towards me, it's going to hit that spin and reflect away. As I breathe in this way, something comes towards me, it hits the spinning cycle and reflects away. So it's a protective barrier. Breathe out. Breathe in. One more time. Really strength, and knowing that I have been put in the center from the prior sections of the exercise. And then we come front and center. Now, the microcosmic orbit is an extreme motion of a squat. So if you do the squat all the way down, that's good. But if you can't go all the way down, just bring your hands to here. That's good also. But follow the pattern of our energy. We're going to start with the mind. Think, breathe in. The energy comes down the front. From the heaven, it'll come all the way down into the earth. They breathe in. Go down only as far as you can. And as they breathe out, it comes up the backside. Washes the whole backside up, back and out the top of the fingers. We won't do as many of these because it's hard on the legs. Breathe in, down the front side. Breathe out, up the back side. Starts in the heaven. Then breathe in the front of my arms, front of my face, my chest, front of my legs, down into the earth. Breathing out, come up the back side, back of the head, the arms, and out. One more time, breathing in the front. Breathing out, up the back side. Now Now switch mentally when I come breathing in, down the backside. Breathing in, the backside, into the earth. Breathing out, up the front side, all the way up and out into the heavens. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Breathing in the backside, down into the earth. Breathing out, up the front side, front of my arms, front of my hands, and up into the heavens. And then relax. Now before we were at top, now I'm going to create a human gyroscope. I'm going to start not a heavy twirl like the warming up exercise, just a slight bobble, swirl, pulling energy out of the depths of the earth, right up through my toe, like a suction, a straw, pulling it up through the center of my leg, right through the center of the bone marrow, coming right up the center of the leg and into the lower dantian. Energies before were more surface oriented. This is right up through the center. As it comes from the earth through the center, stimulating the bone marrow and into the lower dantian. You can change direction, not mandatory, but visualize it starting in the earth, pulling it up through the bone marrow, through the center of the leg, and joining the lower dantian, filling it up with earth energy. Now we'll switch feet. This one, just a little swirl, almost no motion, but a lot of heavy energy coming up out of the earth, through the toe, through the foot, through the calf, center of the bones, and meeting the first gulp of energy into the lower dantian, filling it up. Visualize how deep it is from the earth, coming right up, stimulating at a molecular level right through the center of the bone. And now I want to mix the two. So it's just a little wobble at the hip area. Taking both energy sources, right and left of the earth, through the center of the bones, and now I'm mixing the two in the lower dantian. Adding to that, now I want to bring down some heaven energy. Equal weight, standing nice and balanced, even though I have one arm up, and bringing heaven energy right through the center of my arm. This also, the bone marrow of the smaller bones, but it's right through the center, like it's a stick character, and it's just one line down through the center. It's coming through and then into also the lower dantian, going mixing the heaven chi from the heavens high up, coming back down through me and mixing with the earth. And I'll switch. Bringing new heaven. Heaven could be spiritual, but it's also, it's the intellect, it's the compassion, it's the creativity. There's lots of different categories of heaven element, heaven chi, and I'm bringing it right down through the center and mixing it with the earth, the heavy, the raw materials. And I'm the human in the middle, that I have the capacity to manipulate it all together. Now relax. Now mentally, I'm going to move my head, but everything is spinning. Even though I'm physically still, except for my head, just a little wobble. The heaven energy is going through the top of my head, right through the center of the neck, down, also meeting it all in the low content. But everything else is still sucking energy up, funneling it down, having the head bring in the last gulp of heaven energy and mixing it all into the center. The new raw materials for my use of this balancing day, and giving me new chi elements to work with and fill up with. Now I want to again work with the heaven and earth, the difference between heaven and earth elements, and the chi. As I breathe in, raising my arms, feeling the bottom of my arms, bottom of my hands, energy coming up through the bottom of my feet, up through the center of underneath. New heavy earth energy, flip my hands up, start collecting and looking up into the heavens, collecting heaven energy without touching. Hands come close together. Now push down, bringing it, collapsing that whole envelope that I created around me without touching, but feeling that envelope engulf around me. The warm blanket that's around me of energy. Palms up, elbows come back. As I breathe in, feeling the lightness of the heaven energy touching my palms. Breathe out and push away. We're going to do not first soft push, like fluff, steam, pushing it away. Breathing in, collecting again more heaven energy. Feeling the lightness on my hands. And this time, as I breathe out and push, without strength, I'm pushing the piano away. My muscles are relaxed, but visually, there's a ton against me that my energy just pushed it away. Do it again, breathing in, the strength of that energy can, without stiffening my muscles, I'm as relaxed as possible, but I just pushed. It's like something floating on water. You can push it away very easily without any pressure. One more time as I breathe in, the soft heaven energy. And now this time back to the steam, just kind of make swirls around my hands, just going through the steam, pushing it away. And then relax, palms at an angle 90 degrees, and then straight down. Okay, perfect on time. We're going to go through that one more time as I breathe in. Feeling the heaviness of earth. Feel how heavy it is. Very heavy. As I flip my hands up, the lightness of the heaven. Breathe out. Feeling the edges of my newfound center collapsing around me. warmth, strength. Breathe in, elbows back. I would just do 2 times the breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Dropping, keeping my wrists at a 90-degree. And then pointing the fingers down. Now as a cool down, I'm going to do something different because I found my center, I found my balance, I found the energy around me to be smooth, flexible, and very balanced. My yin and yang around me, and the heaven and the earth balance and all inside me. Now I just want to go into what's called the Wu Ji position. So the Wu Ji is really, if you remember some of the TV shows about karate and whatnot, where they stand on one leg for an hour, right? So we're not doing that. We're just going to be very balanced, both legs, feet perfectly straight in front, shoulder width apart. Slight sinking, sending the tailbone straight down, and taking the chin slightly in, pushing the top of my head up. So I'm stretching my spine. I've massaged it all. I'm very balanced. I'm very flexible. I'm like a noodle, but I'm stretching now that spine. I sent almost starting to sit. So my hips, pelvic muscle swings forward, pelvic floor swings forward, but my head goes straight up. How does the head go straight up? By just tucking the chin in slightly. Having my fingers dangle, they can be open this time. And just breathing in and out, feeling the whole body. Palms kind of towards you, so that I'm very relaxed. Shoulders slightly back. I'm relaxed again. Now, you hold this position. Okay? All of our exercises up till now have all been moving. Now I want to hold this position. This is the end. It won't last very long. I have 7 minutes to the end of the class, so you know that's the maximum that we're going to have to stand. So as you breathe in and out, still do a little bit of expansion as I breathe in, and collapse as I breathe out, in terms of mentally, visually seeing my energy pattern in the body. If I have a little bit of a muscle tweak or something feels sore, as I breathe in, send that mentally towards whatever muscle is tight. Breathe out, send out the energy. And breathe in, fill up the expansion. Breathe out, empty it all out. With my fingers, I want to feel. My fingers are not touching right now. They're very relaxed. But I want to be holding little balls in between the fingers. So in between, there's a ball in between my fingers that I'm kind of squeezing sideways, so the ball doesn't fall out. But each finger might have it's in the middle, right? If I have a ball here and I'm squeezing these 2 fingers, I want to make sure that also this center finger is also squeezing the other finger. So one finger that's between two others is holding a ball in both directions. So it's like, wait a minute, how does physics do it? I'm feeling, not moving, but I'm feeling that there's a ball on each side of the finger, and it's being pushed against the finger next to it, even though it's in a different direction. Now all of a sudden I feel a swellingness in the finger because it's going in both directions. I'm going to do the same thing under my arm. There's a ball under an egg under my armpit. So I'm just enough pressure that I'm holding that egg so it won't drop. If it's too tight, it cracks. If it's too open, it drops. But at the same time, I want to push against a big ball on my side. So again, forces in two directions at the same time. All being done in my mind, but I feel it just the same. I'm feeling now in between all the fingers, balls, in my armpit, and a ball away from my shoulders at the same time. Bringing it close, bringing it away at the same time. I might wave a little bit. I might be wobbling. See if all of a sudden there's a different feeling if my stance waves forward or backwards, and finding an exact center of my energy, kind of that sweet spot. I have a ball under my chin, and I'm holding it, but at the same time, I'm balancing a ball against the back of my head also. So it's going in two directions, squeezing the ball under my chin, against my chest, and also pushing a ball against the back of my head. A new sensation. Now my shoulders might start getting sore from standing. As I breathe in, expand the shoulders. Breathe out, relax. Even without massaging it, just all of a sudden the tensions relax. Now I'm going to relax, bringing my energy into the lower dantian. Massage it in one direction, under the belly button. So I kind of bring everything into a center spot. Go back the other way. And then just hold your hand right over the lower dantian, breathing in and out and taking a survey. How does the whole body feel? My centerness, my balance. My muscles are relaxed. I want to keep in that same balanced stance, starting to sit, but sending my head straight up, chin tucked in just slightly. But very relaxed, even though I have my hand on my lower dantian, everything is relaxed. It's like a noodle, cooked noodle. As I breathe in, I expand. Breathe Breathe out, collapse and shrink. Breathing in. Breathing out. Survey my toes, my ankles, my shins, my knees, relaxed tension of my thighs, my hips, pelvis, stomach, coming up my spine, each vertebrae to the shoulder blades, collarbone, shoulders, down my arms, elbow, wrist, fingers, back up to my neck, up to my whole cranial, my head. It's all together. Now breathing in, everything expands. Breathing out, shrinking. In and out. And that's it. Hopefully, we're all back.